What's up everyone on YouTube, my name is Madawa and today I will introduce you to my Leo guide for beginners and advanced players. This guide will cover everything from strengths and weaknesses to key moves, punishers, Leo stances, the new install lightning glare, the 4 different parries and also the heat system, which is the new big system now introduced in Tekken 8. To start things off, here's a little overview with what you will expect if you want to pick up Leo and what makes Leo so interesting.
Bist du bereit? Dann leg los!
The German Baijiquan practitioner Leo is like the jack of all trades, master of none. Meaning, he has a variety of moves for every playstyle, but not perfect in any of these. To master Leo, you have to adjust your playstyle depending on the situation. From a defensive playstyle using keep-out tools like Magic 4, and quick lows like quarter circle forward 1, to a more offensive playstyle using his low health sweep, down back 4-1, or also his safe hit confirmable down back 1+2-1. Because Leo has 3 parries and 1 Zabaki, the toolkit is very complicated and only usable to its best potential when you get enough experience with the character and the game. Because of so many defensive and evasive tools, it is best to use Leo as a more defensive and mid-range oriented character, rushing only in when it's really needed. With the amount of stance transitions for moves and options from it, you can keep your opponent always guessing and scared of attacking if used right. To start things off, I will explain Leo's strengths and weaknesses.
Entspann dich, du schaffst es!
To start things off, Leo has a strong set of counter hit tools like down forward 2+3 or quarter circle forward 1 for lows, and also sides up 1+2 or down 2 as a mid counter hit, making your opponent scared of attacking you and giving you more freedom in your neutral. Also, Leo has very good damage, especially at the wall, combined with a strong wall Okizeme, giving you a lot of different options afterwards, which keeps your opponent always guessing. With the use of down back 3 and BOK 2, Leo has excellent crushing moves to go under certain mids and highs with a launcher, making Leo a very flexible character with his playstyle. If that wouldn't be enough, Leo also has 4 different parries, each of them having a different purpose, which I will cover a little later in this guide, giving Leo an answer for every option during a fight.
Ich werde meine Mutter rächen!
Because Leo has such a variety of tools and playstyles, the mix-up, especially from the stances, are often fake mix-ups, meaning if your opponent knows the matchup well, he can interrupt you often, making it harder for you as a player. Besides that, the comeback potential of this character can be hard, because of a Leo sweep which doesn't have the best range and can be rather easy backdash. People with very good reactions have a very good time against Leo, because the only good lows would be down forward 2+3 and down back 4-1, which are on the edge of being reactable, making it harder for the Leo player. Last but not least, Leo's range on some of the punishers aren't the best, creating situations where your puncher might whiff where others wouldn't. Next up, I'm going to talk about Leo's key moves, followed up by the important punishers to know. First up is forward 2-4. This is a jailing high string that is only -1 on block and +7 on hit. By pressing down forward, you can transition into a crouch dash motion for follow-ups like crouch dash 1 as the low and crouch dash 2-1 for the mid. Standing 4 or magic 4 is your keep out tool. It is very fast with 12 frames and gives a knockdown on counter hit, giving you either BOK 1+2, which you enter by pressing down 1+2. Also, if they try to spring kick after the knockdown, Leo can refloat them with BOK 4, giving you a little combo afterward. Forward 4 is one of your main neutral and pressure tools. This move is +15 on hit and +9 on block. You are forced into the stance KNK, also called KNK, and you have to decide to either use a move from the stance, or you press down forward to cancel the stance into either another move or just holding back to block. A good mix of your moveset is important in this situation, and with time you will learn and realize what works the best. More to the stances later. Besides that, if forward 4 connects on counter hit, you get a free KNK 1-2 which is also a heat engager, and a full launch if you are already in heat. Leo's down forward 1 is only -1 on block and +7 on hit, which is really good. It's a key poke in neutral, and it also has a high extension in down forward 1 too, which gives knockdown on counter hit, giving you a free forward 1+2 shoulder. Be careful with this, because good people will duck the second hit if it doesn't hit on counter hit. A decent use of frames here would be down forward 1 into forward 3+4 as it trades with jabs and you get a good counter hit launcher. If the second hit of down forward 1-2 hits on normal hit, a quick quarter circle forward 3 is guaranteed, and it might relaunch them if they get up the wrong way. Leo has a very special 15 frame down forward 2 launcher. The reason is it's -13, but it's also launching opponents who are crouching, which is rather unique. With its really good range, it's your go-to move to whiff punish your opponent. For a full homing move, Leo has down forward 3 and also quarter circle forward 3+4. Down forward 3 knocks down on normal hit and is -9 on block, so be careful afterwards as your turn is over. When it comes to quarter circle forward 3+4, you are -6 on block and +13 on hit. Also works as a good mix-up from Leo's crouch dash. For Leo's key lows, you will use down forward 2+3. This 21 frame low is barely reactable, leaves you at +5 in crouch, and it's only -12 on block. It crushes highs very good, and it's also a counter hit launcher, giving you big damage for low risk. Don't forget about this low. Another low is quarter circle forward 1. This one is -13 on block and -1 on hit. It also crushes highs, and on counter hit gives you a free while setting for 1+2 because you are +11. This leaves you in heat mode perfectly. If you are already in heat, you could spend your heat for a dash cancel by holding forward to give you a guaranteed while setting 1-for-1, forward 1+2, or 1-1-3 for max damage. Quarter circle forward 2-1 is a safe mid string, which leaves you at -6 on block and +10 on hit. Due to its pushback, you won't get anything on hit if it's not close to a wall. If this hits close to a wall, you get something called wall crush, which gives you +22 in frames and a free mix-up afterwards of your choice. Very good move to use in neutral since it's not risky. You also have quarter circle forward 2-4, which is a mid-high string, which is also natural on hit and gives you knockdown. You have to be careful as it is -11 even on block and also duckable if your opponent is ready. Down 2 is your key mid counter hit tool in neutral. This one is +4 on block, leaving your opponent in crouch and +9 on hit. Also, it gives you a launch on counter hit for big damage. Be careful because this move has very little tracking, making it whiff very easily. Down 1 is also another mid-safe tool in the neutral, being -2 on block and +5 on hit. It leaves your opponent in crouch, but only on hit. On counter hit, you get a guaranteed down 3+4 stomp. One of Leo's best moves is down back 2-4. This 16 frame hit confirmable mid-high string is very delayable and you have plenty of time to confirm it on hit. This is also a heat engager and a full launcher if you are already in heat. Because of its good range, down back 2-4 is a good 16 frame punisher for moves with good pushback. Leo's sweep in down back 4-1 is a knockdown low which is launch punishable on block. Use with caution and be ready for consequences if your opponent blocks it. Besides that, if you only do down back 4 and it hits on counter hit, you get a full launch afterwards. You could also try to use the first hit as a keep out tool and wait for a counter hit to happen. Down back 1+2-1 is a double mid string which is -12 on block. This move is a good mix-up to his 20 frame held sweep since it's also hit confirmable and delayable after the first hit. Try to learn the timing after hitting the first move to confirm for the full move. Back 1-4 is really similar to forward 4, which has the same frames. You will use this move as your pressure tool and hope that your opponent loses patience at some point. Be careful as really good players might be able to sidestep in between back 1-4, but I would recommend only stopping with it if your opponent found the solution for it. Back 1 1 plus 2 is another natural string going into a different stance by pressing down afterwards. Leo will go down into the stance Bokuho, also called BOK. Doing this, you get access to more moves I will cover later in this guide. To make it short, you have a launcher that can crush highs and some mids of your opponent if they try to interrupt your stance transition. More to come later. Leo has a special low-high move in back 1 plus 4. This move is plus 3 on hit and minus 12 on block. The purpose of this move is to get it on counter hit because you get a free back to 1 plus 2 afterwards, leaving you in heat. Again, if you are already in heat, you get a full combo after back to 1 plus 2 by holding forward. Up forward 2-1 is a safe mid-mid natural string, which gives you a free down 4-2 on hit. By pressing 1 plus 2 again, you enter Lightning Glare, which I will cover later in this guide. There is a pickup with an instant wild standing free, but it's super hard and not recommended for new players as the timing is very strict. Very good players might be able to step in between the hits to the right, but again, if you don't see your opponent doing it, don't stop finishing the string. To combo easy from it, you can also use your heat burst by pressing 2 plus 3 into an easy pickup. Forward 3 plus 4 is a safe high counter hit launcher at 17 frames. It does decent chip damage and it's a good way as a keep out tool. Be careful as it is a high, and if you overdo it, people will start ducking and launching this move. Up forward 3 is a safe mid and it's also a low crushing move, leaving you at minus 9. It's also a good mix up to Leo's other lows and timings. It's often used at the wall into a wall combo for good damage. Forward 2 is another safe mid at minus 9, giving you a lightning glare by pressing 1 plus 2 afterwards. Be careful as the tracking isn't always the best, but still a useful move in neutral. Sidestep 1 plus 2 is also a key move in neutral. A safe mid leaving you at minus 9, but giving you a free follow up on counter hit with BOK 1 plus 2 into stomp. Or if you're experienced, a dash heat burst by pressing 2 plus 3. Also a very good move to use at the wall, giving you a combo on normal and counter hit. A very risky but useful low is full crouch down forward 3. This low knocks down on normal hit, giving you a free BOK 2 or up back 3 afterwards. It's also a launcher close to a wall by using your heat burst. Be careful as it's also launch punishable on block. The last move for now would be wild standing 3-1. This move has a third duckable high extension in wild standing 3-1-2, which is rather risky. If you do get the third hit on counter hit, you get forward 1 plus 2 afterwards. The main idea is to hold down after the second hit to enter BOK Stance for more mix-ups afterwards. Again, everything about the stances I will cover a bit later. And with that, we have all the key moves for now done, and I'm gonna move on to Leo's punishers.
You win. Erwischt.
For your 10 frame punisher, you will use 1-4, which automatically leaves you in KNK at plus 11, giving you a free mix up afterwards with either an uninterruptible KNK2 or KNK4 for the low. Be careful as you are minus 5 on block and locked in a stance, meaning if your opponent is ready, you will get punished afterwards for this. For 11 frames, you get 2-2. This is a high mid move and plus 6 on hit and minus 12 on block. For 13 frames, you will use up forward 1-2. This move also gives you a lightning glare by pressing 1 plus 2 afterwards. For 14 frames, you have a lot of options. The best one would be back to 1 plus 2, which gives you heat, or forward 2-2. If you are in lightning glare, you also get back 3-1-2 or forward 2-4-3. I recommend forward 2-4-3, especially close to the wall, because it will wall spell. Because forward 2 has such a good reach, you can wait for your opponent's mistake, especially close to the wall, and do the whole 3 hit string for big damage. For 15 frames we have up forward 4 or down forward 2. More recommended is down forward 2 as it has more range than up forward 4. For moves with bigger pushback, you have down back 2-4 at 16 frames. It gives you heat and it's also a launcher if you are already in heat by pressing forward afterwards. Also, for 17 frames, you have forward 1 plus 2 for even more range. Be careful as this move is minus 14 on block. For wild standing, we have 4 punishers we will use. If something should be minus 10, you get a generic crouch jab with full crouch down 1. For 11 frames, you do while standing 4 1+2. This leaves you in heat, and if you are already in heat, you could heat dash out from it with follow-ups such as while running 3, while standing 1 for 1, forward 1+2. For 13 frames, you will use either while standing for 1+2 again, or while standing 1+2. By pressing 1+2 on hit, you get lightning glare. Be careful as it is launch punishable on block by most characters. At 15 frames, we have while standing 2, very straightforward. Now, I will explain the stances KNK and BOK. The best way to enter KNK would be either back 3+4 as like a back sway. With this, you can avoid opponent's moves and whiff punch afterwards. With these moves, you can also transition into KNK. Forward 4, back 1-4, BOK 4, 1-4, but only use this if it is on hit, because if it is on block, you will get punished for it. And last but not least, back 4-1-4. KNK 1-2 is a safe high mid string, which is -9 and also heat engager. You can cancel the first hit into BOK by holding down afterwards. If you are already in heat, it becomes a launcher. KNK2 is your high counter hit launcher and also a good way to interrupt people who try to stop your stance. Good way to use it is after 1-4 on hit, as it's uninterruptible. Be careful as people will duck this at some point. KNK3 and KNK3-4 are mid launchers from the stance and a way to catch people who are ducking. First hit is -13 and the second one is -12. KNK4 is your key low, leaving you at +4 on hit and -12 on block. This one launches on counter if you immediately hold down forward after the kick to enter the crouch dash state. Afterwards, you can pick up with while standing 3. This move is a good way to put some pressure on your opponent and annoy them with a lot of pokes in the knee. KNK 1+2 is a safe mid counter hit launcher and it's -6. It pushes the opponent a bit back on hit without giving you a knockdown. This move is rather slow with 25 frames, so there's a good chance you will get interrupted while trying it. It's more used mid-combo as a tornado hit. Mix it up with your other tools. KNK 3+4 is the last move from the stance and a very heavy hitting low that gives knockdown. Normally it's mostly used as the wall combo as it is launch punishable on block. You can try to use it every once in a while in neutral, but be careful. To enter BOK stance manually, you press down 1+2. Otherwise, here are the best moves to go into the stance. Back 3-1, hold down. While standing 3-1, hold down. Back 1-1+2, hold down. And up 4-2, hold down. There are a few others, but these ones are the most important ones. BOK 1-2 is a -14 instant tornado launcher, giving you a mini combo afterwards. It can go under jabs in certain situations, making it a good tool as an evasive move. Good way to use it is after back 1-1+2 as an example, also mostly used as a tornado. BOK 2 is a safe mid launch at -9, also going under certain mids and highs. Also a good way to use this move is by going from back 1-1+2 and then into BOK 2. BOK 3 is your homing high tool. On hit it gives you a 3 down 3+4, but be careful as you might get launched if people start ducking this kick. BOK 4 is a decent option to extend the pressure, for example from like while standing 3-1. This leaves you in KNK for more stance options. BOK 1+2 is your mid power crush option if people try to interrupt your stance. It's also a heat engager if it hits on normal hit.
Ich werde meine Mutter rächen.
You enter lightning glare by either forward 4-2, up forward 1-2, while standing 1+2, or down 4-2 if it hits as a counter hit, as people will duck it otherwise. From all these moves you have to press 1+2 to get the lightning glare install, giving you access to forward 2-4-3, back 3-1-2, and down back 4-1-1+2. Down back 4-1-1+2 is just a health sweep with an extension, giving you a good damage buff and making the mix-up more scary. You can mix it up with back 3-1-2 as another new move during lightning glare. It's a hit confirmable 3-hit string, which is also natural on hit. Good players might try to punish the second hit as it's -10 on block. If they do so, you can also hold down to go BOK and crush their high jabs with BOK. big mind games will start from here. His best move from Lightning Glare would be forward 2-4-3. This natural jailing 14 frame string is best used as a punisher or close to the wall to do insane damage. By only doing forward 2-4 you can see if it connects and finish the string if you see the second hit connect. Now I will cover all the parries and the Zabaki. Back 1+3 parries most punches and kicks. By pressing 2 afterwards you get a hit guaranteed. Also don't forget to press 1+2 afterwards to get Lightning Glare. Moves that have a jump involved, like a hop kick, can't be parried in Tekken 8 as they changed the way parries work. Back 2+4 parries most punches and kicks as well. This parry will give you a side switch if you parry punches. With kicks you get a little animation and your opponent will be on the ground afterwards. Back 2+3 is a punch parry launcher, giving you a full combo with a strict dash quarter circle forward 3 input for a full combo. It parries most punches, so again, learn as you play. If you want an easy pickup, you either do dash down for 2 or a dash heat burst with 2+3 for a full combo as well. Up back 1 only parries mid and high kicks. It leaves you at +14, giving you back to 1+2 guarantee on hit. If you have Lightning Glare you can also use a back 3-1-2 as it's also 14 frames. If you are in heat, back to 1+2 becomes a launch as well.
Bist du bereit? Dann leg los!
Down back 2-4 is a hit confirmable launcher in heat. Try to whiff punish with this and wait for moments where your opponent does a mistake, or just try to hit confirm it on hit for big damage. Back to 1+2 becomes a 14 frame launcher in heat. You can't hit confirm, so it's best to use it as a whiff punisher or block punisher. You can also dash out of it for good plus frames if you want that instead. While standing 4-1+2 gives free follow up with while running 3 for max damage, forward 1+2 as an easy follow up, or while standing 1-for-1 for wall carry. KNK 1-2 also becomes a launcher during heat, which you can also hit confirm because it's very delayable. Leo's heat smash is 16 frames and it also sometimes goes under jabs. Plus, you can hold down forward to go into the crouch dash on block. Leo's low heat smash from KNK is also very good as you can't low parry low heat smashes and it's only -13. Do note that both of these heat smashes will automatically break double wall breaks like on Sanctum or Elegant Palace. This was my guide to Leo for Tekken 8. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. I will try my best to answer all of them and help out. If you need basic and advanced combos with Leo, please check out my channel or the description for the video. If you have any other ideas or recommendations what I should talk about, please let me know in the comment section. And with that, I wish you a great day and thank you so much for watching. Take care everyone.